What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock here, and yes, Dragonheir is back, guys. It is back, relaunching in the US of A on July 17th. And when I tell you it's relaunching in a big way with an insane amount of free stuff, I am not exaggerating. So I'm going to get into all that fun stuff because it is mind-blowing what they are giving away. But first and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's video. I've got a download link in the description and in a pinned comment below. So make sure you use that link to get all these sweet free goodies that they are giving away. And also, by the way, if you are in the US, Dragonheir also will go by the name Dragonstride Legacy Reborn on the iOS App Store as well as the Google Play Store. So if you're looking for the game, make sure you look for Dragonstride if you're looking on the App Store or the Play Store. And then on Steam and globally, it is still going to be Dragonheir Silent Gods. But yeah, guys, when I tell you they're giving away a lot of free stuff, honestly, I think this is the most generous offer I've ever seen from any type of game in this genre. And that is, in the first month alone, they are giving away up to 650 free summons. Yes, you heard that correctly. 650 free summons, guys. That's the equivalent of like 650 sacred shards in Raid Shadow Legends. Can you ever imagine Plarium giving that away to players? No, it would never happen in a million years. But Dragonheir is built a little bit different. So we're going to delve into exactly how you earn that, because there's a lot of different fun things you can do to get started in the game. But the first thing that I want to say is I never got a chance to play Dragonheir the first go around. You know, this is my first experience with the game. I am really impressed so far, and I'm certainly impressed by the generosity they're showing to, you know, basically say, hey, players, we want you, baby. We want you back. We want you to try it out for the first time, and we're going to give you a boatload of goodies to make that happen. But one of the first things that's been impressive to me is just the overall graphical quality. I'm on a laptop, guys, right now. I mentioned in a recent video that I've been dog sitting. I've been doing a little bit of traveling. I am running this game on a laptop, and it looks this good, and the character models look this good on a laptop, which is absolutely nuts. And speaking of the graphics, the character models themselves are insane. Like, someone's got a pet dragon. How can you say no to that, right? I can't say no to that, Flora. You're speaking my language. And just the detail on these characters is nuts. But let me talk about a couple of the events that you can do to get some of these insane free summons, and then we'll actually get into playing the game itself. So they've got a couple things going that you can get started on right now, and that is actually these cool events. They've got something that no other game has ever done, and that is an account appraisal event. So if you are someone like myself who's played Raid Shadow Legends, maybe you played King Arthur Legends Rise, maybe you played Watcher of Realms or another RPG style game like this, you can actually take screenshots of your game and of your account and the champions on it or heroes on it and submit them into this AI generator. It will actually look at your account and then will give you summons as a result of what you've done in other games. It will literally give you like sacred shards, the equivalent of sacred shards, just for having played Raid Shadow Legends. I honestly wish more games did this. I think it's insane. I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever heard. If you are a brand new player to Dragonheir like me and you've never played before, and you put your account screenshots in there, you can get up to 4,800 Wyrmarrow, which is the equivalent of 48 summons in the game. Again, absolutely free just for having played a different game. If you're a returning Dragonheir player, like maybe you played it before in the US and you're coming back, you can use your old account to put it in there. You can get up to 150 free summons, which is, again, just bonkers. And that's for either having played Dragonheir in the past, being a veteran returning player, or again, coming from a game where you've never been exposed to Dragonheir before at all, like me. So I think that is one of the coolest things I've ever heard of a game development studio doing. And you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be taking screenshots. You can do up to 3, by the way, and throwing them in there when the game launches July 17th. They've also got another really insane event that they're doing, which is a pre-summons event. And this is one of the most bonkers things I've ever heard a game developer do, where basically you can earn up to 250 potential summons, And out of those 250 summons, you are guaranteed to get at least 3 legendary heroes, right? So, okay, pretty awesome. 250 summons for free, potentially up to, 3 different legendary heroes. I have to log in here. I don't have my account set up for Gmail, but one of the cool things though, and this is really, again, something that's kind of blown my mind, is you get to pick your first like 100 summons to bring into the game with you. So out of those 250 summons, let's say you get a couple that are multiple legendaries and 1 10 pull. It goes by every 10 pull. Surprise, surprise. You actually get to bring those into the game with you. So you are literally starting the game with basically a god tier starter account with 100 of your best summons from this event. And again, if you pull all 250, that's a minimum of 3 legendaries. I mean, I'm not used to this, guys. Like, I'm not used to this because this would never, ever, ever happen in a game like Raid. Like, let's be honest, it would never, ever, ever happen. But you could potentially go into this game with 100 champions or heroes ready to rock, in addition to potentially another 150 summons ready to go. That's bonkers, dude. That's bonkers. So I wanted to share this. This is on the website. Again, you can use my download link to get started, but you can do either of these 2 events, up to launch and a little bit after launch, which is, pretty great way to start a game. Really nice way to come back to America for sure. So just wanted to share that with you before we actually get into the game itself, because again, never heard of like a game developer doing stuff like this ever before in my entire life. They've got like your 7-day login thing. You get a legendary hero on the 2nd day. So you start the game. I'm picking it up right here. You can see she is elfish and she is striking, and this is Ledalia. So yeah, sign me up for Ledalia. I am a fan. Now I am on the test server right now, so all of this is going to disappear. They've hooked me up with a absolutely stacked account so I can experience the game, start playing. I've got all the fun heroes. There's one thing in here that I really want to show you that I think is also just a major improvement and something that I really like. I think this should be the standard in this genre going forward, and that's how you level heroes. I've never personally seen anything like this. I would love to hear what you guys think of this, but they have this new resonance system where you can literally level every hero in your collection at the same time. So no more annoying chickens like in Raid Shadow Legends, or, having to do brews a million different times. Like, they have just taken the frustration of playing these styles of game, games, and just thrown it out the window. And so what do I mean by that is, there's a resonance level here. You click this, you get this stuff from a goblin dungeon. I don't even know what it's called, frankly, but it levels everybody up at the same time. So you can just sit here and upgrade, and all of your heroes go up at the same time. Thank you, God. I feel like someone has been listening to my complaints of the tavern in Raid. And so literally, yeah, you're like, your heroes will get leveled up here, and you can see here, they're all resonance level 24. All of their stats have increased. All of them, which is nuts. I love this system. This is so player friendly. And I think that's the big thing that's been my takeaway, just looking at what they're doing for players with this relaunch. They have really, really, really focused on making this game significantly more player friendly. There are a lot of people that were cult fans of Dragonheir back in the day. Again, I never got a chance to play it. But I can tell you that they've improved so many aspects of it. And one of the big ones, and I want to talk about this because this is obviously one of the things that we care about a lot when we're playing these styles of games, but summons, man, they have made summons significantly less expensive. It used to be 350 Wyrmarrow to get a Heliodite dice. This is what they call like their version of a sacred shard. Well, now it's only 100. So they've reduced that cost massively. They've also reduced the mercy for when you get champions as well. So it's like I don't know. I wish more developers put an emphasis on trying to improve their games to make them more player friendly in all of these different areas. Because it's very clear that the people behind Dragonheir, they listened to whatever the feedback was, right? They listened to the feedback and they said, hey, we're coming back in the US, and we want to make sure we come back in a big way and we improve things and just make it a more enjoyable game. So let's go ahead and rip a temple. I can't do a video like this without ripping a temple. This is my actual first temple that I pulled in the game, so I have no clue what we're going to pop up with. Like the little dice rolling animation here. Looks like we've got some rares, we got some epics. Nice. Can we get a Lego? I kind of want to go till we get at least one Lego. Nice. Epic looks pretty sick. Now, again, I've got all of these heroes on the test server. So none of these will be new to this account as of right now. Oh, baby, there it is. Let's go. Already a Lego. Already a Lego. Also, the summoning rates on these, way better than Raid, by the way. So the actual percentage of what you get, significantly better. So I got Urgander. Look at the graphics, dude. Absolutely nuts. Looks fantastic. Trapped Beast. A Deep Elf? Okay. I did not know there was a Deep Elf, but I'm into it. I like elves. I can work with that. So the actual summoning rates on these things are way friendlier than Raid. It's like, I think 1.5% chance of getting a legendary hero out of the Heliolite dice. And again, these are like their big boy summons, and you're getting up to 650 in your first month just for playing the game and doing different events and quests and stuff. So they really want people to get hooked up big time when it comes to playing Dragonheir now that it is back. And like I mentioned, the Mercy reduced. So let's pop into the adventure area and actually check out what the game looks like in kind of its almost its campaign mode. I really like this style of exploration in games like this. It reminds me somewhat of Diablo, you know, like point and click style games, but you can actually auto like guide to your next objective, but it just feels a little bit more interactive campaign wise and story wise than something like Raid does, right? So I'm a big fan of this. Really enjoy that this is here. They've got a ton of different modes in this game as well. They have been adding crazy amounts of content. But let's go ahead and see if we can get a battle going so that you can check out kind of what that looks like. Because I'm still figuring that system out, but you can tell that there is a ton of complexity, which I think is great. I like strategy, like that aspect of it. All right, so we're in a battle here, and you can see like I've been leveling up my heroes. I've also been upgrading their skills. Like they're absolutely stacked, so I'm going to annihilate these guys. These are very low level, and like this is just the start of the game. But one of the things they've added is a bond system that actually basically takes your different synergies of your heroes and then combines them together to form something more powerful. So again, there's a lot of stuff for me to discover. There's a lot of stuff for you to discover in playing the game, but I wanted to just give you an idea of what a battle looks like in Dragonheir Silent God. So I've got this, I think, on 3 times. We're going to slow it down. So you can just cook in here. They go in, they can auto it. Oh, did I already kill everything? Literally. My heroes are so strong, they just obliterated everything. I wanted you to see the battle. You saw it. It was quick. This is what happens when you have a test server account that you've just absolutely leveled all these heroes up to be beasts. But I love that, actually. I love that they just went in there and just annihilated everything. I'm super excited for the game to launch. Again, July 17th. We'll be downloading it myself. Dragonstride, guys, don't forget Dragonstride on iOS and the Play Store in the US, and Dragonheir on Steam and globally. So that way you know where to look. But if you just use my download link, you don't really have to worry. That'll get you hooked up. And again, that's down in the description below. Let's head back into the camp. Let's take a look at the gearing system quickly. So there's some similarities here. Click this. I think this is the logins. Did I miss anything here? We get 10 more dice. Yes, we've got lots of stuff. Daily check-in. Another we go. We're getting all the free things. Ooh, a little epic. Dude, the character models in this really are fantastic. And duplicate hero. So I'm just getting some of the essence of creation here because I've got all these heroes since this is, again, a test server account. Special supply. More additional free things. First top-up gifts. They give you stuff. Love it. Let's go into the upgradable. We can upgrade our residents some more. Which I already showed you. We'll get to level 25, so everyone gets upgraded at the same time. We can also do skill upgrades here as well using Master Scrolls. I believe that's what they're called, yes. And as you can see, we're stacked on Master Scrolls. So we'll go ahead and just max this. Super simple. Another hero maxed out. This is their battle skill. Cool. And then let me show you the actual gearing. I think the UI of this is really, really, really clean. Again, there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of stuff for me to sift through and understand, as there always is when you start a new game. But I really like the presentation beyond just the graphics themselves. So everything that I've seen so far is pretty easy to understand what to do. And again, I think that's nice when you're playing a game like this that you're not familiar with maybe yet, like me, if you're new, or maybe you're returning to Dragonheir, who knows? But you can upgrade gear, you know what I mean? There's 20 different levels here, which is kind of cool. This takes gold. I've got 996 million, so I think I'll be okay. And, you know, for those of us who played Raid, this is familiar, right? Landing different levels or upgrades in different areas. No surprise there. So I do like that there is some familiarity there, which I think makes it a little bit easier to start something new. All right, let's throw a weapon on here. Refine this up. And I'm not even looking at the stats, honestly. I'm not building like intelligently right now. I'm just looking to get gear on people to show you what it looks like. If we take a look as well, we can go up here to the little compass area, and it's pretty easy to access everything through that. So a lot of different things you can jump into here too. Let's finish off with some summons, right? So you can do selectable hero summons, by the way, as well. So you see here, if you perform 300, you actually get to choose the hero out of the list that you get. Again, another player-friendly thing that games like Raid don't have, where you are guaranteed to walk away with a hero that you actually want, which I think is pretty cool. So just goes to show that they really are focusing on making this more player-friendly, certainly than you know, the game that I play, which you probably play too if you're watching me on this channel. Let's just do let's do 50. You know, I got to end on a bang. Let's throw some more and see what we get. I'm still trying to figure out animation-wise when it is a legendary. So I'm still trying to figure that out as to what it specifically looks like. Again, I waited to do these summons until I started recording. So this is my first experience with the summoning system in Dragonheir. And we're just going to skip through that because we want to see the legendary. So I think, is it like a slower roll? The coin maybe? Is it the coin moving? More dust around it? I think this is Lego. Nope, it's not. I clearly was mistaken. I just got to pull more, guys. The more you pull, the more you know. Oh, man. What do we got here? Not yet. We're going to hit our Mercy soon. Again, nice that it's only 70 of these, given how much easier they are to obtain than, for example, Sacred Shards. So much easier to obtain from what I have seen so far, which is nice. I think this is our Mercy. Is it the, no, this isn't our Mercy. So this next one has to be our Mercy. Yeah, there it is. It's the, you can see, it's like the way it hits like the desk. Yeah, there we go, baby. Who'd we pop? Just take me to the Lego. Jethalia. Ooh, okay, I like it. We got horns. We've got some type of leaf things. And again, I'm on a laptop and this still looks really good. A wood elf this time. We had a deep elf last time, now we get a wood elf. Very excited to start playing. The game launches again July 17th. Just want to say a major thank you once more to Dragonheir Silent Gods, Dragonstride, Legacy Reborn for sponsoring today's video and sponsoring the channel. Really appreciate that. And one last time, guys, the download link is in the description below and in the pinned comment. So make sure you support your boy and click that and get playing with me because it's going to be a lot of fun. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch y'all soon. Big Papa Drock out.